Hey guys, I'm Zing, and these are going to be my Overwatch Contenders Season 0 playoffs for North America predictions. I thought this would just be fun to see how close I actually get to it. They're about to start games in about 20 minutes, and I think I have my quarterfinal, semifinals, and grand final predictions for games. Yeah, let's just go through this. I have some notes. There's a couple. Yeah. Alright, so let's start from the top of the bracket, which is Immortals versus FaZe. Now, from what I understand, they do a coin flip to figure out who gets first map choice. And so it kind of gave variations of if, for instance, FaZe got the first pick, what the outcome would be, and then vice versa if Immortals got the pick, and so on for each of the teams. So just to start off with the Immortals versus FaZe. Okay, overall, no matter who gets first map choice pick, I actually have FaZe coming out 3-2. FaZe, if they get their first pick, I believe FaZe would pick Oasis, and they would go 3-1 FaZe. Immortals would then on map 2 pick Watchpoint Gibraltar, and Immortals, I'm guessing, would go 2-1, which would make it 1-1. FaZe then further on to map 3 would pick Hanamura and would take it 4-3, followed by map 4 choices Immortals, which would pick Hollywood, and I think I have 2-1 down here, Immortals, so it would tie it 2-2 and take it to the last map, map 5, which would be FaZe's control point choice of Lijiang Tower, and they would go 3-1 FaZe for a total of 3, FaZe winning at 3-2, with FaZe having first pick. Now, if Immortals had first pick, for map 1 choice would be Nepal, and FaZe would win at 3-1. Immortals then would have a choice for map 2 and would pick Watchpoint Gibraltar. Immortals would win map 2 with a score of 2-1. FaZe would then have map choice for map 3, and they would pick Hanamura as well, and FaZe would win that to tie the score. Oh no, FaZe would win map 3 4-3, making it 2-1 FaZe currently, and then Immortals would have map choice 4, picking Hollywood, and they would go 2-1 to tie it 2-2. FaZe would then have last pick map 5 as Oasis, and they would take it 3-1. Final score would be FaZe winning 3/2 of Immortals. So I have between Immortals and FaZe, it's obviously a close match. I think the strengths of FaZe on Immortals is as long as they can win maps 1, 3, and 5 for FaZe, they have it. Immortals looks the strongest on maps choices 2 and 4, which is what Escort and Hybrid. And okay, so the next group I have is LG Evil versus Kangarna. Now apparently they've faced off before. It was I think a best of 3 series, or like a single elimination best of 3, and I believe LG won. I think they were. Anyways, let's just go into it. So I have for map. So if LG has first map choice, I have map number 1 is Nepal. With LG winning it, score of 3-1. Kangarna for map 2 would pick Watchpoint Gibraltar, and I would have LG winning that. Either like, I don't understand. See, that's the thing I'm still kind of curious on is, okay, so if Kungarna picks the map, does that mean the Kungarna is attacking, or if is LG attacking? Like how you decide who's attacking on the map. But when LG Evil picks first map for the second map, I have them also winning Watch Point Gibraltar. I put a score of 2-2. I guess meaning that Kungarna would attack first. That would leave Kungarna to pick map 3, which would also be which would be a 2 CP map that I just see LG. I didn't even write a score down. I just said LG wins, making it 3-0. Pretty much across the board of any of the maps for 2 CP versus Kungarna. So a score of 3-0. 3-0 LG if LG gets first pick. Now if Kungarna gets first pick, I have them going to Lijiang Tower and taking Kungarna winning map 1 3-2, which would force LG on map 2 to pick Watch Point Gibraltar and have winning LG winning map 2 like 2-2, which would force Kungarna for map 3 to pick a 2 CP map, which eventually it doesn't really matter what they pick. I believe LG would take the 2 CP map, making the current score 2-1 LG, and then Kungarna then would be forced to on map 4 pick, I believe, King's Row, and not winning it, and LG actually winning map 4. So total of if Kungarna has first map choice, LG wins maps 2, 3, and 4, and Kungarna just takes map 1, with a total of LG winning 3-1, and LG advancing to semifinals against FaZe. Now, I'll just keep going down to finish the quarterfinals and then come back for the semi and the finals. So the next phase of the maps is Renegades versus FN RGFE, and this one, no matter who had first choice, came out to the same conclusion of Renegades taking the series 3-1. So we'll start with Renegades if they have first pick. I believe that they'll for map 1 go to Oasis and take the map 3-1, which would give the FNR GFE map choice 2, which would be Watch Point Gibraltar, which I believe that they would win. I actually didn't put a score, so I guess it was kind of they would just, yeah, FNR GFE would win map 2. Renegades would have choice of map 3, which would be Temple of Anubis, and I have them winning Temple of Anubis like 4-3. FNR GFE would have map choice 4. I believe that they would take it to Hollywood, and our Renegades would win the map 3-2 with a final score of Renegades taking the series 3-1 with when they had first map choice. And if for some reason FNRGFE has first map choice, I believe they would for map 1 go to Nepal, and Renegades would either take the map 3-1. Wait, see, that's the thing about those maps, is that I guess I'm only saying it now, I guess, but apparently you can win like 2-0 on the map, so either they go 2-0 or 3 for control maps, right? You can just full out straight win it like 2-0. So I think Renegades would do that. So in hindsight, I guess I'll write that next time. I don't know if anyways, I think Renegades should take the map choice 1 if it's Nepal 2-0 or 3-1. Which again, which would give map choice 2 to FNRGFE, and they would go to Watch Point Gibraltar and take that map, tie the series 1-1. Renegades would get map choice 3 to Temple of Anubis, and Temple of Anubis would be won by Renegades. And I have a score of 4-3. FNRGFE would have map choice 4, and they would go to Hollywood. And the same result would be Renegades winning Hollywood map choice 4 3-2, with a total score of the series going to Renegades 3-1, and Renegades advancing to semifinals. Now this is the interesting one that I'm kind of skeptical, not skeptical, but I think would kind of piss people off of my predictions. And so the last quarterfinals is Team Liquid versus Envision, which is from what I understand, a dive-oriented team comp. And I've watched one of their scrims when they were in the qualifiers, which was it looked like Envision had a lot of mechanical skill, but not so much macro stuff. They were just screaming in comps, and it can get, for a dive comp, if you have all mechanical skill and you're diving with your people, it's like they were winning almost off body language. And I don't know, it's one of those things that's like that Rogue does, is that you necessarily don't have to have as much coordination in dive as you think when you're playing with a Genji Tracer kind of thing, as you would with some other of the compositions, which they just right now are doing real well on, and maybe on a. So anyways, let's just go through it. Team Liquid, if they have first pick, I believe they'll take map choice 1 to Lijiang Tower, and I think Envision will take the map 1 3-2. Yeah, 3-2, and then I think I screwed up here, but let's just say, yeah, no, Team Liquid then would have choice of map choice 2. They would go to Route 66, and unfortunately, Envision would also win map choice 2, 3-2, forcing Team Liquid to also pick a map choice 3. They would go to Hanamura. Team Liquid would take the series either 2-1 or 4-3. So the current total would be 2-1 Envision, and Envision then would get map choice 4 and go to Numbani and win it, winning the series 3-1 Envision if they had first map choice. Or this is if Team Liquid had first map choice, Envision should win 3-1 the series. And if Envision has the first map choice, I believe that they'll take map choice Lijiang Tower for map 1, take the map 3-2. Team Liquid would then go to map choice 2, would be Route 66. Team Liquid would take Route 66, let me back up here. So if Envision has first map choice of Lijiang Tower, they take the first map. Team Liquid would, on map choice 2, go to Watch Point Gibraltar. Team Liquid would win map 2 3-2. Envision would, on map 3, go to Temple of Anubis, and I have Team Liquid winning map 3 2-1. Envision would then have map choice 4, and they would go to Numbani and tie the series up with winning map 4 with 3-2, so it'd be currently set to 2-2, and take Team Liquid would have final map choice of map choice 5 is Nepal, and Envision would win that 3-2 with an ultimate score of for the series of 3-2 Envision advancing to semifinals against Renegades. Now that's kind of weird for me that I kind of went that way, but I'm just gonna go with it and see how it works out. I don't know. I think for some reason, like, because they also just added in Jaru for their instead of Connor J and Envision before was doing well, and I think Jaru's a good addition, like trial. I don't know how it'll work with the synergy of it, but seeing as he was doing well with Toronto Esports, Jaru, the Genji player, from I think he's in California. He lives in California. Everyone else lives in Toronto, which is beside the point. It doesn't really matter anything of that, but I think they have a good shot of going. So for semifinals, I have FaZe versus LG Evil, and if FaZe has first map choice, this is the really cool weird thing. Like first map choice means a lot in this stuff. So if FaZe has first map choice, I believe they will go to Oasis and win Oasis 3-1. Then map choice 2 would be LG Evil's Escort choice, and it would be Route 66. And FaZe, I have a winning score of 3-1 FaZe, which LG Evil then would, for their 2CP map for map choice 3, would go to Temple of Anubis, and I have FaZe going 3-2 on Temple of Anubis, winning the series overall 3-0 for FaZe. If they have first map choice. If LG Evil has first map choice, I believe first map will be Lijiang Tower, and FaZe will win Lijiang Tower 3-1. LG Evil will, for map choice 2, go to Route 66, and FaZe will win Route 66 3-1. LG will go to map choice 3, and we're just gonna kind of change it up a little bit and say they go to Temple of Anubis on map 3. Let's say LG Evil wins map 3 and makes the series 2-1. Okay, and just go further instead of winning at 3-0. So if LG Evil wins map 3, making it 2-1 FaZe currently, then FaZe would have map choice 4, would be Hollywood, and I think FaZe would win that as well. And for some reason, if LG Evil won map 3 and 4, tying the series 2-2, I believe FaZe would go to Oasis on map choice 5 and then win the series 3-2. Or in some fashion like so, but I think it'll either be 3-0, 3-1, 3-2 of FaZe, and FaZe will go to the grand finals. Yeah. The last semifinals I have is Envision versus Renegades. If Envision has map choice 1, they'll take it to Lijiang Town and win the map 3-1, forcing Renegades to, on map choice 2, to go to Watch Point Gibraltar, and Renegades would take Watch Point Gibraltar 2-1. And this is where I guess my notes have actually stopped because of just the time constraint I had, and I thought I would just give my kind of overall idea is that I believe that although Envision and Renegades game would be close, I believe Envision would actually win out the series and go to the grand finals. That's just kind of a hunch, obviously. I'll just go from there. Is that I think Envision and Renegades game would be the hardest one to really call because they're both really good teams, and they're very, like, Envision's very volatile along with Renegades as well. And I'll have a last of I'm gonna just skip up to the grand finals, and I have FaZe and Envision going against each other in the grand finals, which would be really cool in my opinion. To have a FaZe coming up who's been a big name but hasn't had much results, and then having somebody who's completely new, and Envision coming up with people you don't really haven't seen in the pro scene at least, at all. You know, some of the names may be known on ladder and from far back, but for the layman or somebody who's just kind of watched the current competitive, you haven't seen any of the names yet. So it was fun to see those people, and I guess that who do I have winning the full thing? I am a fan for FaZe Clan and Shadowburn, and I think overall, like toe to toe, I think the biggest caveat of FaZe is, or the biggest wild card or weakness I think currently standing is Louis. That's hard to call him out because they're all really great players, but I think from what I've seen so far, and hopefully it's changed a little bit, he's kind of backed up and he's just been spamming not solo queue but scrims and stuff. Is that it seems like he still plays like he's in the solo queue and not so much in like a team synergy, and so he always he goes in for kills, and the problem with that is that his role on the team of FaZe is not to be the playmaker guy. It's to be the guy who is the kind of static, sustained damage. And they've had him put on Tracer, and he's kind of looked lackluster. And I think that's probably going to be the hardest thing, is going against LG Evil's trained Tracer, and whatever person plays it on Envision. I'm sorry, Envision, I'm blanking right now. But okay, so Jaru is the Genji. I know this guy's like the Zen, this guy's the Lucio, Fire's the Lucio. This guy, I get a kick out of him. This is the one guy VOD. He's a good player. He's definitely better than me, but I think he needs to work on his comms a little bit better. All he does is literally, he just like screams somebody's name over and over and over. And that's just not a way to, it's just, there's better ways of communicating in a game, and if you can't, it's he's like a caveman. He's just yelling when instead of yelling one guy's name 4 times and completely taking up all of like the bandwidth of your chat, what you should say instead is like a directional thing, like focus McCree left side, focus McCree top left, Discord on McCree left side, Discord on McCree first level, gas station for Route 6 this, something like that. That's an effective call instead of saying McCree, 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 because it doesn't give you any kind of directional nothing. And yeah, and also it's like if he can also play where he sees his people who are diving, if he's the Zen player, like if he sees his Winston diving the soldier, instantly discording the soldier, so then he doesn't have to call it out. He can just follow up with whoever his team is diving, and that's something also that's a little bit harder to do, but then also doesn't allow him to just like take up all of the voice chat. And it's a good thing that he's emotional, but there is somebody who's the most emotional team. This is from experience. Is the person who's the most emotional is also the person most likely to tilt and or be toxic. And you don't need somebody who's super high up and then super low down. You need somebody who's emotionally stable mid, and then just back off on his comms. What I was getting at is I don't know who plays, if one of them plays Tracer or not. I'm sorry, Envision. I watched your games, I swear. But you're as you can see, your group stage was kind of uneventful. I watched the one. I guess it was the one game. Yeah, it was the one game that or the one series that was televised. I liked, and then I remember listening into the scrims or the one they put on YouTube against when they were doing the qualifiers against Seagull's team, and that was just crazy to listen to, just nuts. Like I thought they were all over the place and had no coordination, but somehow they pulled it off. FaZe, I think, looks strong right now. If Louis can contribute, everyone else is playing pretty well. Spree, see this the problem with this lineup. There's not a problem with this lineup. The challenge with the or what's the word? This is not a problem. Or the problem that they have that they're finding a solution for, or they're resolving the issue. They have an issue and a problem. Their issue that they're resolving is that they have a lot of good, like, okay, let's first say out that Shadowburn, everyone says, oh, you know, number one Genji, whatever. I think Shadowburn is one of the few people in the entire league of Overwatch pro scene who is in Tim Grover's language, who's like the Tim Grover is the like legendary trainer of like Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, the guy who's the trainer for like the top people in the NBA. That Shadowburn is one of the few cleaners, the term cleaner that Tim Grover gives, that there are in Overwatch. What makes him better than just about any Genji in my eyes is, yes, he has the mechanical skill, but he has the cool-headedness, and he's not screaming in the mic, and he's not ego-driven. He doesn't, you know, if he's, you could even see in the qualifiers, like he let some Zen go because he knew that the objective was more important, or you know, that needed to clear the objective to help push it while everyone was running back. Stuff like that, instead of going in television for one kill while you knew 3 people were coming back from spawn. You know, just that's doesn't is not a thing in North America. That's not, I mean, probably more so in Korea, but not, still not to that level, because all the people in Korea are still like 16. And for some reason, Shadowburn, even though he's like 19 or 20 now, is still he's just super cool headed. And maybe he's not, but he definitely comes, that's how he comes off. And I think when you have a team that's built around him, which they have a great tank that synergizes well, healer who's been around with him forever, so he kind of knows what he does, you know. He synergizes well with Shadowburn. When you bring in Spree and Joe Meister, I think was a great addition. You have Spree doing the diva thing, and he's doing really well at adapting to that role. He's a very alpha personality, like a playmaker, which is a good thing to have on the off tank Zarya's role, because he has good game sense and communication skills, and he's also at the top of the game in his ability of mechanically. So I think he will be a very good asset in this team in the long run. Joe Meister in himself is one I understand. I just see a lot. I don't know too much about him, other than what I've seen in game, and his positioning awareness seems like it's definitely on par with what it should be for his role in team synergy. So he, to me, synergizes really well. The one caveat for me is Louis. Louis still having, unfortunately he is in the DPS role, which that means he's if Shadowborn's a Genji or a Tracer, then Louis needs to be kind of like the soldier if he's not going to play Zarya or D.Va. And his positioning on soldier has been lackluster, unfortunately. And that's when you're at the top of the game, okay, he's a great player, awesome aim. It could be better. He's not Fran, but he's definitely better than I am currently. But his positioning is what has got him caught out, and in some points a liability where they've had to try to trade Shadowburn to Tracer and Louis to Genji, which in no way you should ever have to do. Unfortunately, Shadowburn's a lot better at a lot of things than most other people are, which is an asset, I guess. But when you can't have somebody who can play alongside him, that's hard, and it's hard to fill that spot as a second DPS. And so let him, progress, and maybe he will fall into the role. It takes time to synergize and get off the solo queue mentality, I'm guessing. So I hope they can pull it off and take the whole thing and go all the way to the grand finals. And actually, I have FaZe winning it, but to what map score, no clue, to be honest. I think it'll all depend on how Louis does. And on the flip side for Renegades, it'll kind of figure out how the Jaru, their tank. I don't think they have the coordination to take it off FaZe. I think they have the mechanical skill, but I don't know if for some reason FaZe steps it up and performs more as a team like we know they can be after some time. The Envision has nothing on them, because almost in every role except for in Louis is the one FaZe is just outshining Envision. I'm sorry, Jaru, but Shadowburn's, just because he's a better Genji doesn't mean that his team will win, but if they can pull it together as a team, they should take it. That'd be awesome. Awesome for Envision too. And then regarding like who I think would stay in, so we would have Envision. Who do we have? So what's the last bracket? So for the top 6, so I was talking about is, so we have FaZe, LG Evil, Renegades, Envision, and then I guess I'd do a loser bracket, I'm guessing. That's the only way they could really do it, right? I wonder if it's off map score, like how they figure out the last 2. I think they should just do another like losers bracket to figure it out, because that'd be a lot more fun. But I didn't even write that down. So hopefully that's it. That's all I have. Say FaZe taking it. Say 3-1 over Envision for grand finals, or it's best of 7, right? Oh, best of 7. I didn't even look at it. I'm out of time. So I just wanted to post this and do it again next time correctly, like 24 hours before this stuff starts. So, maybe you have time. It says 6 hours and something, so we'll see. Alright. Well, until next time, or until I come back and actually do my theory on what grand finals and map choice and everything would be, check out my YouTube page. It's Overwatch Zing. And I'm Zing. Nice. Until next time. Thanks, guys. Later.